All right, basketball fans, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the biggest what-ifs in recent sports history. What if Caitlin Clark had been on Team USA for the Paris Olympics? How might things have played out differently? And how is Clark now getting her sweet revenge? First off, let's set the stage. Team USA, the gold standard in women's basketball, went to Paris with high expectations. But what happened? They barely squeaked out a gold medal, and I mean barely. A nail-biting one-point victory over France? That's not what we're used to seeing from the juggernaut that is USA basketball. The final score? 69-68. Just 1 point. And the big question on everyone's mind is, would it have been that close if Caitlin Clark had been on that roster? Let's talk about Caitlin Clark for a minute. This is a player who has been lighting up the basketball world ever since she stepped onto the court in college and then took the WNBA by storm in her rookie season. We're talking about a player who can drain threes from practically anywhere on the court, has incredible court vision, and perhaps most importantly, thrives under pressure. She's the kind of player who not only puts up big numbers but also has the ability to take over a game when it matters most. Now, imagine if Clark had been on Team USA. Let's be real here. Her shooting could have been the game changer. In that final against France, Team USA's offense looked, well, shaky at best. They were missing open shots, struggling to find rhythm, and let's not even start on the turnovers. With Caitlin Clark on the floor, you better believe the three-point line would have been her playground. Her presence alone would have stretched the defense, giving more room for players like A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart to operate inside. Instead, we saw Team USA struggle to find that offensive groove, with the game coming down to the wire in a way it really shouldn't have. And it's not just about the shooting. Clark's ability to read the game, to see plays before they happen, is something Team USA desperately needed in Paris. There were too many moments where the offense stalled, where they looked out of sync. Clark has this innate ability to create opportunities not just for herself, but for her teammates. That's the kind of playmaking that could have turned a nail-biter into a comfortable win. She's got that rare blend of confidence and skill that allows her to rise to the occasion when the stakes are highest. And let's face it, Team USA could have used some of that in Paris. But Cheryl Reeve, the coach, made the call to leave Clark off the roster. Now, this decision raised eyebrows from the moment it was announced. Critics argued that leaving one of the most exciting young players in the world at home was a huge mistake, and after watching that final, it's hard not to agree. Reeve's team looked shaky, uncertain, and frankly, lucky to escape with gold. Could Clark have been the missing piece? It sure seems like it. So, how is Caitlin Clark getting her revenge? Well, for starters, she's tearing it up in the WNBA. Every game she plays is a reminder of what Team USA left behind. She's breaking records, hitting game winners, and proving that she's one of the best players in the world, regardless of age or experience. And you better believe she's got a chip on her shoulder after being snubbed for the Olympic roster. Every time she steps on the court, she's making a statement. You should have taken me to Paris. And let's not forget about the upcoming WNBA season, where Clark will have the chance to face off against her would-be Olympic teammates. Imagine the storylines. Clark going head-to-head with A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and the rest of the Olympic squad. Those matchups aren't just games, they're opportunities for Clark to show exactly why she should have been in Paris, leading Team USA to a more decisive victory. But the impact of this snub goes beyond just Caitlin Clark. It raises bigger questions about the future of USA basketball. Are we really putting together the best possible team, or are we stuck in outdated thinking that prioritizes experience over talent? Clark's exclusion is a reminder that sometimes the old guard needs to make room for the new wave of talent that's ready to take the game to the next level. As we look forward, the big question is, will Team USA learn from this? Will they embrace the new generation of players like Clark who are ready to step up and lead? Or will they continue to rely on the same faces, hoping that experience will outweigh the need for fresh talent? In the end, Caitlin Clark is getting her revenge the best way she knows how, by letting her game do the talking. She's showing the world that she should have been on that Olympic team, and that next time, leaving her off the roster won't just be controversial, it'll be downright unthinkable. So, what do you think? Did Cheryl Reeve make a huge mistake by leaving Caitlin Clark off the Olympic team? How do you think Clark's presence could have changed the outcome in Paris? And what are your predictions for her as she continues to dominate in the WNBA? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on all things WNBA and women's basketball, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We've got a lot more to cover as this exciting season unfolds, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.